What's going on, fellas? Shaji. Racism and black people overdose on racism and systematic issues. Now, I acknowledge, I acknowledge that there's an enemy outside, and it has been there evidently and apparently over the past 350 plus years. I get that. Now, this is what I want to discuss today about black people and their racist mentality and victim mentality. First off, victim mentality. At this point, in this era, me being Gen Z, having millennials before me, Gen X after them, and then baby boomers after them, the biggest self-sabotage is coming from within now. You have overdosed. Black culture has overdosed on the enemy outside of the so-called black community. You have overdosed on that knowledge. You can run down history, era points. You can run down dates. You can run down timelines of events that happen to black town, black people, black experimentation, politics, policies. You can run that down to a T. You have overdosed in victim mentality. Now you must address the enemy within, which is the self-sabotaging from degenerate and low class of black people, from higher intelligent black people. But I am not done. I am not done. What I also want to speak about is this notion that black people cannot be racist. I get it. Can you be prejudiced? Yes. Can you have a certain preference? Yes. Racism is rooted in systematic advantages and disadvantages and controlling systems. We know that. It's different from having a prejudice. My issue with the black culture is because I'm not being a part of something that refuses to grow, change, and take power and pride in themselves. The so-called black culture and black community refuses to honor and respect their ancestors' fight for them. The power, the strength that they displayed in times where they didn't have the technology. They didn't have the opportunity and advancements. They had to have a nuclear family that was built on so many strong foundations because that was real outside threats present. Now, what is wrong with the black family today? The nuclear family. What is wrong with the so-called black man and black woman? We'll get into that in other videos. What is wrong with your kids in their schools? What is wrong with your kids' productivity and development in schools? Let's talk about it. Because resources are open to you. Now, I ask you, black people, before you go and have children, black woman, what type of black man are you choosing? Black man, what type of black woman are you choosing? At this point, excuses cannot be tolerated. The victim mentality of how Asian kids are raised, white kids are raised, Indian kids are raised, Hispanic kids are raised. There is poverty in every race. There's criminality in every race. The problem is, when you refuse to acknowledge what you can do for your people, yourself, and take pride in your culture, you become a slave to other people, other ethnic groups wanting to do stuff for you. Now, hear me out well. Hear me out well when I say this. There is no point to keep going forward about this argument when it comes to what the system does towards black people. There's a system inside of the black community that is truly destructive towards the progress of black people. And that comes from black men and black women of low intelligence, low class, degeneracy, violence, criminality, all sorts of carnal energies ruling from within and has become the face of black people. Enough with the overdose and what the enemy is outside of the black community. Y'all know that like the back of your hand. Let's talk about the enemy within. The no good black men and black women that serve that community, no good. They're going to keep up loops of dysfunction, chaos, drama, and disorganization, and death and decadence, and no development. Let's talk about the enemy within. Shaji.